Every online social network needs a database system to properly manage its data. Today, we are going to present SunSQL, an extensible relational DBMS for social network startup. SunSQL itself has four technical objectives that we have resolved. The first one is that SunSQL should be based on a database system that is freely available and reasonably complete. And we choose relational database instead of GraphDB and Graph Data Model because RDBMS provides a better view of the data and a better opportunity to operate the raw data and even more opportunities to do the data analysis rather than just utilizing those graph topological features. Secondly, SunSQL must be sufficiently general that it can cover most, if not all, current and foreseeable social networks. The result of our previous contribution in our research paper at reference 1 has defined an extensible conceptual schema for social network, and it has some particular features. That means any social network it can be characterized in the way that they consist of users and user create social products, and every social network grows because of the social interaction. Social interaction is built upon the social product. And the third feature of SunSQL is that it has a very easy of use, user-friendly interface. And fourthly, our schema for SunSQL can facilitate the database engineering for scalability in case that the social network enjoys viral growth. Before we go to a live demo, we can take a look at the architecture of SunSQL. The internal part of SunSQL can be divided into three parts: the knowledge base, the expert system, the data generator, and the model test. The knowledge base will be storing all the information related to a particular domain of interest, because when you try to create a social network, it must be related to a particular domain of interest. And the knowledge base domain of interest information is crawled from those web portals. The expert system is the most important part in SunSQL. It's in charge of three major issues. The first one is try to get the mapping for each entity or relationship in the RSN to a particular domain of interest, this instance. Secondly, it will also help verify all the integrity constraints due to the design and construction of the social network. The third part is that it will try to translate the user requirement on the social network to the corresponding SQL DDL statements. The third part is data generator, because after you construct the whole database, you need to have some data. So we have to have a data generator from scratch. After we fill it in the database with those simulated data, now we go to the module tester part to test the basic functionality of the social network. Okay, now let's go to a live demo. Now what you see is the major interface of SunSQL. The first step to construct the social network is to characterize your social network. In this demo, we have conference review. We have implemented a particular domain of interest for academic conference. In particular, we have conference review social network and conference management system management social network. And we also have a general one called entertainment. Later, we will have more of them. And here is for on demo purpose. Let's take a look at the conference review. When you click conference review, the expert system will automatically infer there are three major types of users: primary author, reviewer, PC chair. You can add more users, more type of users. Okay, you can rename them, delete them. And this expert system will also infer that there are only one social relationship called friendship, a general friendship, and the reviews on the paper, decision on the paper, and author feedback on those papers. You can add more products if you want. And later, you can find some information up to user's choice, like whether we should have a group to be constructing our social network, a group, and whether we allow private messages sent among users, like Facebook has done. And support original post, that means whether you allow the very basic product called blog post. Okay, after user specify of them, then we go to the next part. You can find in this part, products have been specified. All the compulsory components like user, social relationship, group, private message have been specified also. Now we go to the product building part. So far we have four products: paper, review, decision, and author feedback. We can delete any product, rename any product, or add a new product. And for each product, we can add the activities, rename or update the activities or whatever. You can notice that on the right up corner, you can see it is a high-level ER diagram for the whole schema. For example, if you want to see some details, you have to click it yourself. For example, if I want to see some details about our paper, so you just click it, and you can find the detailed schema for paper entity shown in the lower part of our interface. And you want to see how many relationship, the detailed relationship between paper and the primary author. Then click the circle. You can find, oh, there is only one relationship here, which is the submit paper, and which connecting the primary author and the paper and the PC chair. Okay, great. So if you want to see the detail, click it again, and you can see the information in the lower part. For any entity, for any relationship here, it is a relational table as representation. So you can update any information for this particular relation. You can update the name of the table. You can update the attribute. You can update the attribute name, update the attribute type. Now we'll try to delete delete a product. Then all the activities related to this product will be deleted. For example, we delete decision, paper decision. Okay, click delete. Then you can find that our high-level ER diagram is changing dynamically. You will never see such relationship between PC chair and the product. The product is deleted, right? The product decision is deleted, and the relationship is also deleted by our IC verifier. Now we will try to create a product. We customize a new product. Say we create a demo paper product. Specify the attribute, the product ID. Maybe we change it to demo paper ID. Okay, then we go to we specify the integrity constraint. The creator should be one of the authors. So we choose primary author as a reference here. Then we commit it, create such products. Okay, the product is there. You can find that, right? The product is there. Demo paper is there, and you can add activities for this product. We choose activity, create activity, and here for demo purpose, you just create any activity. Maybe upload. Yeah, we upload it, and those are the default attributes there. You can update them. And the integrity constraint, you have to specify them yourself. Okay, now we committed it. Okay, the new activity is added. You can find there. It's dynamically changing. Okay, then after we specify the product building or product update and the related activity, we go to the next part, because now the schema is more or less fixed. So what's next? The next should be the synthetic data generator part. Generate some data, and we generate data by components by components. The first, we generate data for compulsory components like user, social relationship. Then we go to the group and the membership, which is the optional part depending on user's choice. Then we go to the post and message. Then lastly, we go to the social products part. We can specify the SKU for the number of products and for the activity per product. You can specify the range there. Then after all the specification, we go to generate the data statements for data insertion. Okay, after data generator, we go to the module test part. Module test means you try to test some basic functionalities, right? For example, I want to add 2 users, 1 PC chair, 1 reviewer. Then we try to make a friendship between those 2 newly created users. So you can see in the right part of the interface, it will feedback us whether such relationship has been built or not. Now we go to so on and so forth. So for demo purpose, we will not show off them. Then we go to the social products part. Maybe now for the social product paper, maybe we let a particular primary author to create a paper. We let Marguerite to create a paper with name per new, and you can specify the profile, blah blah. Then you click OK. Then you can find such tuple, such paper product tuple will be created. Similarly, you can also add some activities for this paper. For example, you create for paper, we know we only have submit paper activity, right? So now we try to submit paper 2 from a primary author E to a particular PC chair Margaret. Then you can find the relationship, one tuple for the relationship submit paper will be created in the right hand side of our interface, and so on and so forth. So in this way you can test any multifunctionalities dynamically according to product, because each product will have different activities. Okay, that's all for this demo.